guys, and welcome to Tanime's anime review number 44. I'm slowly making progress on the pictures that are going to be going up on the wall. I've drawn 2 more since I last showed you the ones that I drew before. I just haven't inked or colored them yet. So I'll show you what I have so far. This is the twins from Ouran High School Host Club, Hikaru and Karu. That was for episode 3. And for episode 4, which was Gurren Lagann, I chose to draw Viral. Now, I don't know how well this is going to show up because it's drawn really lightly, but I'll try to show you what I have. There. Just kneeling. He originally was going to be standing, but then I realized I drew him too big for the page. And that is my progress so far. Today's anime review is actually a personal choice. And even though this one is a personal choice review, I am still going to be dedicating this one to Flatliner Prime. Now, this viewer has never actually made an official request, and he's really kind and he's really sweet, so I figured I'd dedicate this one to him. And today's anime is... Seven Ghosts. This anime first started airing on April 6th of 2009 and ended on September 27th of 2009, running for 25 episodes, which is far too short. I love this anime, but I hate this anime at the same time. There are currently 10 volumes to the manga out right now, and it's still ongoing. Funny thing there, I actually have volume 1 to this manga. Now, the reason why this is funny is because I had this manga for over a year before I realized I even had it. When I was at a convention one time, I bought it in bulk at an auction that they were having there. And when I got home, I put it on my shelf, having never heard of it before, and figured I would check it out later. And promptly forgot. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's forgetting. And then a while later, I was watching the anime, and I looked at the title and was like, that seems familiar, but I couldn't think of why it seemed familiar, so I just forgot about it. And then a little while after that, I was reorganizing all my manga, so I took them down off the shelves and I was putting them back in order. And when I picked up this manga to put it on the shelf and looked at the title, my eyes nearly popped out of my head. I got so excited, I stopped everything, sat down, and read it right there. I couldn't believe I forgot about it. I was so amused. Anyway, Seven Ghosts is about a boy named Tato. Tato Klein is a former slave who now attends the Barsberg's Emperor's military school due to his ability to use Zypron, which is a supernatural power. The ability is rare and thus highly prized. Now, Tato has little memory of his past. Having been a slave, Tato is highly looked down upon. He's referred to as the head guy's little pet, and that's the only reason why his dirty little self is allowed in such a prestige place to begin with. There are bullies everywhere! This makes him pretty much a loner, which he's okay with because he doesn't want to have anything to do with anyone. He wants to be by himself. He simply wants to train and be strong. This wish he doesn't technically get, though. A fellow classmate named Mikage latches himself onto Tato and becomes his friend whether Tato likes it or not. No matter how Tato treats him or ignores him, Mikage is always by his side trying to support him. And somewhere along the line, Mikage does become Tato's most important person. The night after their final exam, they make a promise to each other to never abandon each other no matter what. After this, Tato overhears some of the head guys talking, and this triggers something in his memory. He's unsure of what to make of it, but it causes him such pain, and all he knows is that this guy is not a good guy. Without thinking, he runs in and attacks him. He is subdued, of course, and placed under arrest. When Mikage finds out about this, he runs to him, breaking him out of jail. Tato doesn't want this. He doesn't want his best friend, his only friend, to get in trouble. And this isn't the slap on the wrist kind of trouble. But Mikage won't hear of it. He promised he would never abandon him. In the end, Tato makes it look like he took Mikage as a hostage so that he wouldn't get in trouble, which doesn't work, but Tato is able to escape. Now, I know this is a lot of information, but this does happen all within the first 1 or 2 episodes, so stay with me. He gets away, passes out, falls on to the next important character named Flau, and is taken to the church city place thing. The military is not allowed to enter this place, so Taito is safe here for now. When he wakes, the first thing he wants to do though is get back to Mikage. He knew there was no way Mikage was going to get out of this unharmed. This anime really shows the strength of friendship between two people. You can really feel the bond between Mikage and Taito, and it's heartwarming. Now, any yaoi fangirl is going to ship these two for life, but officially they are nothing more than friends. Taito becomes part of the church, but the military is still very much after him. But I can't explain too much more without getting into spoilers. I loved this anime. It had really good action, but that's not what I loved about it. The animation was good and the music was well suited, but again, that's not what I loved about it. What makes me love this anime is the portrayal of emotion and the consistency that follows thereafter. Like if a character gets hurt or dies or something, it's not forgotten one episode later. Like they're still complaining about the injury 3 episodes later, or they're still mourning over somebody's death or whatever happened. It is amazing the feelings that are so perfectly portrayed in this anime. I will admit that I cried a lot during this anime because when a character was suffering, I really felt like I was suffering with them. That's how perfectly they portray the emotion. I was just so impressed by it. This is why I love this anime. Now I mentioned that I also hate this anime. This comes forth because of the ending. It's one of those no endings. Gah, so annoying! Stop! Now before some of you run off to tell me that the manga continues the story and blah blah blah, I know! I am well aware that the story does keep going through the manga. But this is the anime we're reviewing, not the manga. This is Tanime's anime reviews, not Tanime's manga reviews. Sorry, but I got that comment a lot in previous videos, so I wanted to make a preemptive strike to those who were going to try to tell me that the manga continues the story and blah blah. I know. Most animes that don't have a real ending, of course, have a better story through the manga. If they don't, then man, those writers are doing something wrong. Anyway, yes, the ending of this anime. Now, it wasn't horrible, but the conflict wasn't resolved. We got a great understanding of the characters and what was going on in the story. The things that are happening within the church get all wrapped up for the most part, but the main and most important conflict just kind of leaves you with a and it will have you begging for a second season, which I haven't heard anything about as of yet. Or it's going to have you running to the manga to find out what happens. If it wasn't for this ending, I might have given this anime a perfect 5. But sadly, I can't do that. I'm going to give this anime a 4 out of 5. Even with its less than satisfying ending, I do highly recommend that you check this one out. And if you like this anime, you'll also like Pandora Hearts, Code Geass, and Chrono Crusade. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoyed. I shall see your awesome selves next time. Bye! And then I would just forget about it when I was forgetting my line, because that's exactly what I just did. Duh! Pandora Hearts, Code Geass, and Chrono True. No, not that one. That's not a matter. Could you imagine an anime? Chrono. I don't think I could say it. Okay, I'm gonna stop. This anime was first released on April 6th of 2000 and ended in 2000 and. This anime was released on this date and it ended on that date. It has this many episodes. There you go. I'm going home. And then a while later I started watching the anime series, and when I saw the title I'm like, that seems familiar, but I couldn't think of why, so I just missed. Ah!